back to my channel. So for today's video, I want to talk about my 5 favorite highlighters. But before we get started, please make sure to like and subscribe and also hit that little notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. So let's go ahead and dive into these favorite highlighters. Now, before we get started, I would like to address that I have been battling this little breakout here under my nose, like directly under my nose. I've had this breakout like all weekend that I've been trying to deal with, which has just been like delightful to say the least. I think it's completely unfair that I have to deal with breakouts like this and then also worry about like premature aging. Like I feel like it should be one or the other. Like I feel like I need to write a complaint to someone, like excuse me. It has to be zits or wrinkles. It can't be both. This is not fair. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about makeup. So I have more than 5 highlighters, but these are just like my favorite ones that I just like keep going to the most. And these are the ones that like if any of my friends ask for recommendation, I would just be like, blah, like get these ones. Like automatically they would just be like the ones that I would come out of my mouth the fastest. So let's go ahead and dive right in, and I'm going to talk about these in no particular order. I think like there's like one in particular that is like my all-time favorite, maybe like 1 or 2, or 2 or 3. But anyway, they're just like all of my favorites basically. So to start off, let's go ahead and talk about Drugstore, which is not an item that we talk about that much on my channel. I'm not like against Drugstore. It's just not what I've fallen into the most on my channel. But I have discovered a Drugstore highlighter that is really good. That is anything from Wet n Wild. I've tried these ones here. These are from their Flights of Fancy summer collection here, these 3 here. And also my friend Christina over at C Beauty USA sent me these earlier this spring, which are also just like really amazing highlighters. Let me just give you guys like a little swatch here. This one here is called, what is this one called? Hummingbird Hype. These highlighters, first of all, they're just like super affordable because they're Drugstore, like it's literally like dollars instead of 20, 30, 40, 50, etc. But they just perform so well, and I don't know, I mean, for the price that you pay, the quality is actually quite astounding. This is the swatch here. I mean, it's just like a really pretty golden highlighter, and all of the ones that I've tried from them, like these ones here that I'm showing you guys, they all perform the exact same way. They're just really great highlighters, and they just happen to be incredibly affordable. So if you are looking for an affordable highlighter from the Drugstore, I recommend anything from Wet n Wild. So far, like I've tried these ones here and also this collection here. I haven't tried every single highlighter from Wet n Wild, but these are the ones that I like the most. This one is called Hummingbird Hype. Technically, this is in their Baked Blush collection, but it's really just a highlighter. And then these ones are the Mega Glow Highlighting Powders. This one here is in the shade called Sweetest Bling. It's a bit more cool tone, looks a bit more pink, a bit more bluey, but as you can see, it has that gorgeous like shimmer reflection that you want in a highlighter. So yeah, if you want a good affordable highlighter, go to Wet n Wild. Okay, so next up, we have something that is brand new to me. Out of my entire collection, this is the newest to me, but it is really, really good. This is the Dior Backstage Face Glow Palette. Technically, it's supposed to be highlighter and blush, but depending on your skin tone, you can mix and match these as highlighters, as eyeshadows. They're just fantastic. They are super creamy and buttery, and just have that like glow, like pow kind of like highlighting. You can go really natural and you can go like over the top if you want, but let me just show you guys, like they're just like super creamy and buttery, and they just give you that really nice glow. I don't know what else to say. They're just like really great. And if you're someone who likes to have different colors, like if getting one solid highlighter is not your jam, might I suggest something like this, because then you get to mix and match and do different colors, go warm tone, go cool tone, etc. If you are someone who kind of likes a highlighter that has a bit more character to it, I know there's like green and blue and etc., but if you want pink or brown, those are all options for you too. This palette is just like, I don't know, like it's very creamy, it's very blendable, it's natural, but you can go blinding if you want, and it's just a really stunning palette. I think it's worth it. Okay, so the next three are basically like my ultimate top three. They're the ones that I've owned for the longest, and they're the ones that I go to the most. So I use them so much, not because I've owned them for so long, but because they work so well. And the reason I've kept them for so long is because I like them so much. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the Diorskin Nude Skin Luminizer. This is in shade 001. And this is the shade that I'm wearing today. I did an entire video talking about the Backstage highlighting palette, so if you guys want to go see that, I will put a link up here somewhere. So this I really like. This is what I'm wearing today. As I mentioned, like, it's just very luminous and dewy, and that candlelit glow lit from within. It definitely is a bit more natural than the Backstage palette. Like, you can build it up, but I feel like with the Backstage palette you can build it up even more intensely, which honestly I kind of like more natural makeup, so that's fine by me. Let me just give you guys a little swatch here. This is it here. As you can see, it's definitely not as like blinding as some of the other highlighters that I have, but if you want something more natural and just like, you know, gives you that like, maybe I'm just very naturally dewy and luminous. Is it makeup or is it just my skin? Who knows? I think this is fantastic. If you have been on the fence about picking these up, I think they're worth it. This is in the shade 001. Again, I have not tried every single shade in the collection, so I cannot say that like every single one is amazing, but this one here is 001 is one of my favorites. I think it's fantastic. If you are looking for a gift for someone, if you want to splurge on something, I think that these are worth it. And also you have this little velour little pouch, which feels even more luxury. Okay, so next up is an item that I've owned for quite a while as well. For several months, I talked about this highlighter non-stop on YouTube, but mostly on Instagram. Like, I think I talked about it every day because it was just like the most amazing thing that I found. This is the MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinish in the shade called Beaming Blush. Technically, this is a blush. Don't worry, it's a blush, it's way too much. So if you go look for this, go look in the blush section, because I've had friends who went to look for this in the highlighter section and couldn't find it. Go in the blush section and it's there. This one is called Beaming Blush. This is the perfect rose gold highlighter, because some of the rose gold highlighters are too cool toned on me and they kind of look like fake or like too much, like it looks like too much makeup, but this is the perfect like warm tone rose gold eyeshadow highlighter that I've also used a lot as eyeshadow. But let me just give you guys a swatch. Honestly, like, this is, it's so pretty. So yeah, it's like rose gold, but it's warm. So if you have more warm tone, it will look nice. It'll look more natural, because I feel like when I wear more cool toned highlighters, they don't look as natural. They don't blend into the skin quite as much. Yeah, like this, for some reason, I feel like a lot of people don't like MAC that much, or maybe they used to and they kind of grew out of it, but like, I think MAC is a fantastic brand. They make good products. They've been making great products for a long time now. They're pretty reliable, so I absolutely love this. I think this has been in some of my like top favorites videos, like top favorites of 2017, etc. Like, this is like, I'm just looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god. It's gorgeous. Like, if you haven't given this highlighter a try, I strongly recommend that you do. I think it's amazing. Okay, so last but not least, this is probably the oldest highlighter that I have, and quite frankly, it's probably expired, but I still keep using it. This item I think is severely underrated. I don't know why it's not more popular. I think it should be like way more popular than it is. This is probably like my ultimate favorite highlighter ever. This is the Benefit What's Up Cream to Powder Highlighter. This is this little guy here. Now, Benefit is known for their cutesy packaging, but quite frankly, sometimes their packaging kind of looks like a little bit too much. Like, it's this gimmicky, because at the bottom here you have this little sponge tip applicator, which I tried using it first. Don't bother. Like, I don't like, it's, first of all, it's a sponge tip that's like attached to the product here, so you can't clean it. Like, I don't know, just don't bother using it. So you have the actual product on the top here that you twist up. When I first bought this, I didn't know how to use it, so I just went ahead and like put it on my face like this. Do not do that. That will be way too intense. It'll shift your makeup. Don't do that. What I do is I go in with my highlighting brush and I sweep into the product like this, and then I apply it on my cheekbones. I will use a small tapered brush to go highlight my brow bone, etc. This, to me, in my opinion, is the best highlighter that I've ever tried. It is so creamy. It really, like, it literally just melts into the skin and gives you the most radiant, glowing skin. Like I love all the other products that I've mentioned today, but if I could only like use one highlighter for the rest of my life, I would use this one because it is so natural in the texture. Because it is a cream powder, it kind of just like melts into the skin, but it has that like glow. Like whenever I wear this in person or on like videos, people compliment my skin. They're like, oh my god, your skin is so radiant. And I'm like, yes, it's my skin that's radiant, not the makeup. Like, it's just fantastic. Let me just give you a swatch here. So when you swatch it directly on the skin, there's way too much product, which is why I recommend going in with the brush first and then sweeping it out. But let me just show you here. So this is the product here. I kind of blended it out a little bit into the skin. Hopefully you can see. But yeah, it kind of just like melts into the skin and just looks so soft and radiant and dewy. You can build this up to be more blinding, or you can wear it to be more natural. It's really up to you. Since it is a cream, it just looks so effortless and it just looks so diffused into the skin, and it's stunning. And I honestly don't know why this isn't more popular. Like, I know the Benefit has been focusing a lot on brow products because brows are very trendy right now. But honestly, like, this What's Up Cream to Powder Highlighter is like, I think, one of their best products. I don't know why it's not trending. Maybe people aren't being paid enough to talk about it. I don't know. If you are someone with more mature skin or more dry skin, cream products are your friend. You know, when you open the box, it says that like you have to use it by X amount of years. I have been using this for, I would say, at least 3 years, and there's still this much product left. That's how good it is, because it is so intense. Like, it really does pack a punch, so you can really diffuse it to have just that candlelit glow. Guys, I really can't talk about this enough. I think it's fantastic. If you have not given this a try, out of all the products that I've mentioned, I would say give this one the try the most, because obviously it's Sephora, so it is a bit more expensive than, let's say, like the Wet n Wild highlighters, but it is more affordable than the Dior ones. So if you do want to spend some money on a good product, you will have an excellent highlighter and also an eyeshadow. So anyway, that is my spiel on these highlighters. These are my favorite ones. These are the ones that I go towards the most. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried any of these eyeshadows. Why do I keep calling them eyeshadows? Highlighters. I mean, they can be both, really. But yeah, let us know if you've tried any of these highlighters. Which one is your ultimate favorite? Do you have a highlighter that's like your ride or die, like top favorite? Let us know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I think I'll do another video like this of like my top favorite whatever. I think I'm gonna move on to skincare and maybe do top favorite masks for different like skincare concerns. If you have any other ideas for like what other top favorite category I could do, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Please make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little notification bell on the side so you can know whenever I post a new video. And that's all I have for you guys for today. So I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!